Oh, yeah. I know it's normally on Friday, but I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to force you all to sit through this today.
Yeah, baby.
I'm Jeff Oskay. We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention. Now hit it.
It's time for News Oskay. And Jeff, you failed to mention. Here's Jeff. News. Pew, 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 pew.
Super spicy chips eaten during recess in Japan landed 20 middle school students in the hospital.
Oh, my goodness.
My God, that's right.
What you failed to mention, they're in the hospital where they're about to learn a pretty painful burning anatomy lesson. Anatomy would probably work better there.
It would.
We go right back and when we put this out as a broadcast, we'll cut that right out.
Yeah, luckily I do all the editing, so that won't even be in it.
That's right.
Why don't you just start over?
Yeah. You know what, Josh?
Time now for news we failed to mention.
I'm Cash Daly. We're here with Jeff Oskay. Failed to mention news desk.
Here comes Jeff. Pew, 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 pew.
Super spicy chips eaten during recess in Japan landed 20 middle school students in the hospital. What you failed to mention, where they're about to learn a painfully burning lesson that what goes in must come out.
Oh. All right.
So
it was worth it.
You just cut anatomy right out of there, huh?
Yeah, I didn't even need that word in there. A man is making soap.
Here's a guy.
Have you heard
What
this?
did the guy do, Jeff?
He's making soap out of his own body fat, Christine. Yeah.
That
What you
was
failed
me,
to
but
mention,
go ahead. Yeah.
the man has a real zest for life.
How does he get the fat?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I heard the 1,000-Pound Sisters over on TLC, they are hearing nothing but dollar signs. No. Bringing it in. No. Oh, this
Evidently,
was
turn
us into soap.
That's the best soap out there is made out of human body fat.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Get out of here.
This was a story we loved last week. An Apple Watch saved a surfer in shark-infested waters who had been washed out to sea.
Tom was mystified by this.
Oh, and Josh was a huge fan. What you failed to mention, that's actually where the old adage, an Apple Watch a day keeps the sharks at bay, came from.
I've always wondered
knows that. That's where that...
Okay, I don't. How did the Apple Watch save this guy's life?
All he did was he was lost at sea.
All the Apple Watch did was be an Apple Watch.
He hit emergency,
The
I need
SOS
help
thing,
button, and they saved him. So all the story was just man's Apple Watch works.
Yeah. And I'm almost certain that if he hadn't hit anything on the watch, they would have said, did he wear an Apple Watch? And they would go ahead and look for it, and they would find him.
And
I think
Tom
it
would not stop revisiting that story.
Why?
He
Absolutely
couldn't
amazed.
believe the miracle that is.
Apple Watch and how they located this.
So
gentleman.
now is he wearing his Apple Watch again? Because
That's the biggest hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like it bossing me around.
Right.
Knowing my heart beat and everything.
I don't need to know that.
I don't want to know that.
You know, Monday morning, we can stop him from coming back into the building, can't we?
Well,
Anyway, sorry, Jim.
Lock it up.
A truck full of steak sauce overturned on the freeway after being someone ran the driver off the road. Well, you failed to mention 10-1. He was ran off the road by some pretentious chef.
Yeah, steak sauce.
No,
I cook it perfectly.
Yeah, you don't need steak sauce in my
Season my
steakhouse.
meat.
Dog food.
I should have saved this one for Tom, but sharks, as you mentioned, tested positive for cocaine. Ooh. Well, you failed to mention the Jets tested positive for only marijuana.
Oh.
Yeah, the Jets.
The West Side Story deal.
Okay, let's try that again with a different punchline.
Okay.
Time now for Jeff Oskay with a different punchline in news.
Sharks have tested
failed to mention. Here's Jeff.
Sharks have tested positive for cocaine. What you failed to mention, that's why they're always hanging out with blowfish.
All right.
Slang for cocaine.
A little blowzine.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad I shoved this forward to Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the day of the week. That's the problem. These all would have killed tomorrow.
Yeah, that would have really saved it.
All right. We learned that toy manufacturers are aiming their sights at adults instead of children. They're making more toys for adults. What you failed to mention, I thought the Play-Doh dildo press was taken a little far.
Yeah, those are clearly for adults.
God help me, I love the term Play-Doh dildo press.
I'll take 1 out of 7.
Yeah, love it.
We learned that marijuana leads to more frequent and satisfying sex.
Oh.
What you failed to mention, or it leads to the two of you passed out on the couch with a half-eaten bowl of popcorn on your lap while Great Castles of Europe plays on the TV in the background. If you're at my house.
Is that a show, Great Castles of Europe?
Yeah.
I need to check that
I
out.
fall asleep to it every night.
I think I'd like it.
It's very
Relaxing?
Yes,
I
I
have
do,
seen
like
that,
it.
actually.
Have you ever watched a show called The Repair Shop?
Oh yeah.
It's really
I want a
relaxing in that
leather I want that guy's leather tanning
way. He has like an apron.
bib or
a
what?
leather apron.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
like that. Oh, Christy, I don't know if you heard while you were out of town, Bob Newhart passed away.
I did hear that.
Wait, you failed to mention, I don't know if you guys saw the funeral the other day. 3 of his pallbearers were Larry and his brother Daryl and his other brother Daryl.
Sure.
And finally, thank God, like a Chilean miner finally seeing the light. We learned that vacation sex is the best sex.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, of course it is. You don't have to worry about ruining your drapes when you wipe it on them.
Oh, no.
I'm Jeff Oskay. This is the news that I failed to mention.
That was Jeff Oskay.
Thank you, Jeff.